So this is the Bass Music Awards 2030. My name's DJ Target and I'm catching up with some of the winners of this year's Bass Music Awards. And to my right, I have a man who's got a big smile on his face, probably because of this little beauty right here. Welcome, Jakwob. What's going on, bro?
All good, man.
You're a winner.
I'm a winner.
You've won Best Deep Bass Single with Fade,
Yeah.
which, to be fair, is probably the best deep bass single I've heard in a very long time. Not just this year.
Wow. Thank you very much.
That's not just because we're here doing that interview. That is, you can check my track list. I've rinsed that tune to pieces and the remixes as well.
You deserve some of this award as well.
Maybe we should.
Yeah.
Is there something that could cut that in half? Maybe I could get a bit of that award, just a little corner or something. No, but Jakwob, man, well deserved, man.
Thank you.
And I can't believe this is your first music-related award.
It is, yeah. Apart
Those
from
other award shows have been sleeping.
They have, yeah. I think swimming badges and
Yeah.
gym badges are the only other awards.
So this just adds to the collection of your non-musical achievements in life.
It's going on that shelf, yeah.
Exactly. It's one shelf of achievements. We're not discriminating here.
Yeah.
So Jakwob, it's been, another very busy year for yourself.
Yes, it has.
It seems like Fade, the record that has got us sitting on this couch right now.
Yeah.
It just doesn't go away, does it? Not that we want it to, but it's got so much.
It's ringing out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Find myself picking up the pieces of me that you discarded. So this is what they talk about when they say broken hearted. Thought I was a together kind of person, the type who had a handle. As fate would have it, I'm exploding like a Roman candle. And it's pretty in the sky. Such a beautiful way to die. But I want my sparkle back. Why does it always fade to black? I got that ignition at the beginning of something. Really got me going and let me fizzle to nothing. You could have had anything you wanted from me.
There's new people waking up every day and discovering the record. It's crossing boundaries all the time. And
Yeah.
do you feel like it's one of those records that has made you now under pressure to beat it?
No, I think it stands on its own. I think it's its own record. I think I'm going to come with. I've never been consistently putting out one style of
Yeah.
music, so
This is true.
I just need to make sure the next track, whatever it is, does exactly what it's supposed to.
In its own right.
In its own right, yeah.
Now, you just mentioned you've never been one to make, the same type of music over and over again. And
Yeah.
going back before you were even known as a bass music producer, you were in bands and you had a whole list of influences coming up.
Yeah, I was in metal bands, which is pretty bass heavy. I'd say.
I'd say there's a bit of
elements
bass.
Yeah, metal bands, jazz bands, big bands, brass bands, kind of thing.
Just all bands, all types of bands.
Bands, man. Yeah.
So what made you want to cement yourself once you had discovered, producing and making bass music and dubstep and whatever we like to call it these days? What made you want to cement yourself in that scene as opposed to continuing with the whole, being part of bands and
I
stuff?
think it was because university led me into raving, and I was out. If I wasn't out listening to music,
It's
and
those
raving, I was
freshers
in.
events.
It was all those drinking and freshers.
Woke up the other side, it's like, right, I need to make some of this stuff.
That's exactly
I can't
it.
really rave to the jazz band stuff.
Yeah. No, that was pretty much it. Yeah.
Amazing.
It was a Roscoe gig actually.
Oh, crazy.
Um,
What university did you go to?
Leicester de Montfort.
Okay. I've played at quite a few university events.
Yeah.
I don't think I played at De Montfort. I played at the other
Probably should.
Leicester
down
uni.
there.
I think I'm gonna have to go check it out. It
Yeah,
sounds
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's converting people.
Yeah.
Leicester De Montfort is converting people into award-winning bass music producers. So I should go check that out for sure, man.
Cool. Yeah, no, it's got a big reggae scene in Leicester. There's a big drum and bass scene there. So yeah, there were a lot of nights on that really pull me in.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go and check that out, man. So we're here. You're an award-winning Like, you're gonna start award-winning. You're gonna start adding that to all of your press releases
I
and
think
stuff
so.
like that. What have you been working on over the last, 6 to 8 months, man? How was your summer?
Yeah, I've been gigging, and then coming out in the new year is a single with Shy FX's label, Digital Soundboy. We've got a few tunes ready to go there.
Let's not just brush over that. Let's stop there for a sec. Shy FX, he's a legendary
Bass-
drum and bass producer. The thought of you two getting into the studio together is very interesting.
Yeah.
What can we expect? Can you even let off any kind of information as to what kind of sound or what direction that track has gone in?
I could, but I probably won't.
Oh!
It's gonna be good though. It's gonna be very good.
It's almost guaranteed to be good. I don't believe that it could be anything other than really good.
A lot of the DSB crew have got involved as well, so it's kind of like almost a collaboration. But
Wow.
I've kind of started it off and seeing what happens.
I'm looking forward to that, most definitely.
Yeah.
So as far as live gigs has gone this year, where's been your favourite place of gig?
That is a question.
It's a tough one.
Question.
Tricky one.
Let me think. Well, the beginning of the year we did this show at a church at St Pancras, like St Pancras Old Church. It was like a tiny little venue, just like lit by candles and stuff, with a big system in it.
Oh wow.
That was pretty good. Playing in a church.
That sounds pretty
Really dark.
exciting. Also, it sounds like it could be a health hazard. With loads of candles and like
People were
electrical
sensible.
stuff.
People
and
were very
that.
sensible.
So no mosh
I mean,
pits.
there was no proper bar, but there was a little table at the back.
Okay,
Yeah.
but just no mosh pits.
No real rowdiness. There were a few people going headbanging and
Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't there be? It's a
Yeah.
Jakwob gig. It makes sense, doesn't it? So Jakwob, man, do you prefer those intimate gigs, or when you're out at a festival and there's a sea of people in front of you, or do you like them both for different reasons?
I think both for different reasons. I played this gig in Belgium. I cannot remember the name, but that was like a sea of people. Yeah, like 6,000 people. They were all going mental though, and it's always
Is it
great
the,
when all of them are going
the
mental, not just.
Door Festival.
No, it's like festival in the park. it's
Okay.
called. And I was on after Baraka Semester Sister.
Okay.
And they completely annihilated the place, and I was like, it was one of those. You don't know what's going to happen when you go on.
I had
You
to
just got-
play
you
after
gotta bring-
David Rodigan
you
at
gotta bring a lot-
Glastonbury.
Okay, I've only
Exactly.
ever played before him.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
kind of sucks. Yeah. But it's kind of that vibe. Like you know that you're in for a lot, and if you can give it, then it's going to be amazing. And yeah, it was really good. But yeah, little shows are amazing too. Yeah, really good.
I like to hear it. So as far as moving into 2014, what plans have you got for yourself for maybe a Jakwob album?
Yeah, Jakwob album. Doing a lot of collabs at the moment from all over the place, from all sorts of different worlds, not just electronic music. Kind of like the indie band scene to like metal world, and like the Kerrang enemy world.
There's so many interesting collaborations going on at the moment. From artists who are from what we would used to say are completely different worlds, but yet when they match up and they meet, the music seems to marry and gel and fuse so well. What do you think is as breaking down all these barriers of, oh, we're from that genre, you're from that genre, we better just stay apart? Everyone seems to be mixing things up now. I know you always kind of have been into all different types of music, and you can hear that in your productions, but what do you think's made it a general thing to just want to fuse things and make new sounds and change stuff?
I'm not entirely sure, but I know it's just
Like you're the guru, like tell us
Yeah.
why.
Okay, no, I don't, it's I know that it's really important to not just stick with the same thing. If you're always influenced by different things anyway. If you can forcibly go out and like find other people from other bands or other worlds and work on different types of music with them, it's gonna always end up interesting and new and usually good.
Usually.
Usually,
Yeah.
But
9 times out of 10.
yeah.
So when can we expect the album? You got a date? You got any form of?
No.
I'm trying to get as much out of you as
Yeah,
possible
yeah,
while you're
it's
here
easy.
on this couch.
No, it's just kind of keep updated online, really. And I'll be giving away ideas and dates and all sorts of things very soon. Yeah.
As it happens. Where can people do that actually while they're here watching? Where can people catch up with you
my
online?
Facebook, my Twitter, Jakwob. All of it's Jakwob. I'm
Keeping it
lucky
simple.
enough to have a name online that was never taken by anyone else.
I
so-
think that's the problem with a lot of people with a little bit more, you know, common names, they have to then add
Yeah.
numbers and letters to the end, or / or an underscore. You just get to keep Jakwob.
Yeah. Some kid did steal my Facebook page though.
Oh, he tried
I was pretty
it.
annoyed about that.
You tried it, did
But I
he?
got it back.
There you go.
Yeah.
Because he's the boss and he's an award-winning boss, man. Great to catch up with you, Jakwob, man. And congratulations on the award, man. Best deep
Thank you
bass
very much.
single.
Thank you.